Hey, thanks for joining me. So, yeah, I'm so glad that you guys could make it to this live. It's really just a real quick one. We're about to get heavy with the number of recordings I'm going to be uploading here. Uploading more things that are going to help you to understand a little bit more about uh, a the direction in which the world is going. Which obviously you're probably watching it from a standpoint, if you still watch the news, that is, that you're probably thinking, well, that's actually what's happening. The actual truth is, um, that's just a way of programming your mind so that the world events play out a certain way. When in actual fact, it keeps you almost like under the duvet, in a place of ignorance while the real world's occurring outside of that. If you just took the duvet off, you'd recognize what's actually happening. And yeah, we are leading up to a precipice, a pivotal point in history, where, of course, recently the quote unquote leader of the West and Commonwealth and all of that has passed on to another world. So the act has, so far as what we've been told, right? So, going by that in itself, we already understand that we're headed into a direction in which some of us think we don't know what's going to happen, and the rest of us kind of think we have an inkling as to what's happening ahead of us. And to be fair, what we have coming in front of us is going to be a point at which we need to be prepared to handle. We need to be prepared as to what is to come. We need to be prepared as to what to do about it. And we also need to be prepared with our paperwork. What do I mean? Well, you've probably heard about a lot of things online, from SESQV to live life claims and straw man and affidavit of status and all these kind of words and things thrown about. If you know anything about redeeming who you are. Now, I do a lot of seminars, classes, workshops on that kind of stuff that helps people to really find direction. And what's the purpose of this particular video? Well, it's to say one of two things. There are many people out there who will tell you things that are just not true. I, for one, have followed so many different directions and paths just to get remedy from this world that we think gives you justice, when actually, in fact, most of those paths lead just to Rome. And of course, Rome is centralized to make money out of each and every one of us. And of course, there isn't actually what you think may be justice, but only a small version of it. And so, of course, it's important for us to really understand how the world operates and what we need to do to operate in that true world, exist, and be able to sort of be in a place where we're in self-empowerment and have the knowledge as to what to act. Now, for those of us that seek that remedy and seek for that truth, we end up in a position where we are climbing from pillar to post, requesting the right documents to have here, there, left, right, center, templates, and all of this stuff, when actually you need to have an inner standing. And I do use that word, even though some people may say, well, why don't you just use the word understanding? Because, yeah, you need to be able to cognize that information. And cognizance is what's lacking in the masses at the moment, primarily because we understand that, some of them have been damaged, not just mentally from what's been happening, but also because of the things that they've followed and believed, from the teachings that they have grown up being sort of, how would I call it? We've all been subjugated to some form of, implanting of mistruths, shall we say. And that brainwashing that's happened from school days all the way up to where we are have meant that we believe everything that, maybe the government tells you. Now, we've done a few videos on what the government is here. And actually, I think it was done by somebody else, and we shared that video here on the platform. And I thought it was really quite funny and intriguing video. But yeah, what I'm saying is we do need to be able to claim back and relearn the truth so that we in a better standing. And we do need to assert ourselves as somebody who has now reached full age of majority and has all the capacity to actually understand what it is they need to do, what paperwork they need to submit in order to, not befall to any of the traps that are coming up ahead of us. Bigger than ever before, of course, because the Great Reset, that we've all heard about, is finally here. And of course, when that happens, intrinsically, we already know that there is a short countdown already. What I'd ask for you to do is to look out for the videos that are coming up that we'll soon be having that will help you particularly to have what you need to be able to see what to do about your current situation, status, and ongoing preventative measures that you can take to be in a better place. But more importantly, how you can actually prevent being trapped in a system that already has you trapped. Okay, so we're all going from work just to pay the bills, to be able to cover what is above our heads, the roofs above our heads, and actually a lot of that has kept us in a rat race, as we already call it. We actually call it that as if it's fun, when in actual fact it's a difficulty in itself. What I want to do is when I actually present this information to you, it's going to be in a process of almost like a documentary as to how I came to that information, but also just revealing truths behind it all. And I hope that it actually helps you all to sort of understand a little bit more about what kind of things you can do to be in a better place mentally, in terms of understanding how we got to this situation, how we were so intrinsically fooled, duped, tricked into the way that we live in our society now, and accepting it. When you reveal the truth, you kind of think, oh, how did I ever get in that position? And now I know what to do about it going forward. And that's exactly what I'm looking to do in terms of presenting that to you. So it's taken a little bit of time because, of course, I've been helping a lot of people with a few different processes. There are some people who have been left on the wayside, unfortunately, because I have myself been sort of, fighting other obstacles whilst trying to get this information out. And at the same time, having, missed out on taking action in my own processes for and on behalf of my own persons. If you want to understand what I meant by that, you'll keep up and watch more videos to come. If you already understand, fantastic. Have I got a lot for you to learn and know coming up? So I look forward to you being a part of the channel. If you haven't already, click subscribe, join click subscribe and click like, and obviously keep updated as to our regular information and feeds. We're going to have a lot of videos that are going to explain a lot of things that will help you, and I'll be able to show you a bit more evidence proof. And as we go along this journey, discovering more about what happened for me to come up to this information, but more important about how you can rise above what's about to happen and not be left worried, wondering, and basically struggling to cope. So we hope that you enjoy the information, and I'm sure it's going to be of huge value for you. Keep in touch, take care, stay blessed, and speak soon. Bye.